Hi folks, been away for a few days. Well, I was away from last Friday to Monday. We had a 3-day break at a Warner's leisure hotel in Bembridge, which is on the Isle of Wight, overlooking the Solent back to the mainland. We had wonderful weather, wonderful entertainment, wonderful food, and a great location. Fantastic. No, I did this as a time filler on Thursday. I was getting a bit weekend hungry, so I thought I had a few minutes. I thought I'd have a go at this. I did it from a photograph I took of some Bizzy Lizzys that were actually in the soil. They weren't in a pot. I just made that all up. But had I thought about it, I didn't record it on YouTube. I wish I had, but I didn't. And I've got the light coming from this side, but that seems to be in a bit of shadow. I want to make more of the shadow here, but I want to put that on a bit of a table of some description. I've gone too low with the flower pot, but it's just the way it works out. I did a rough drawing of a few flowers. They're just an impression of these things, these Bizzy Lizzys. So I'm going to do a bit of work on this, and then I'm going to do a bit of a revision on a revision, which is my one of my salt marsh scenes, which I want to put on Etsy. But there's just one or two things that I overlooked at the time. I didn't see at the time. So we'll work away at that one. There's my palette. It's been on this tray since last week. Yesterday, I had another day off from painting. It was a British masterpiece in the Royal Hospital grounds, Chelsea. That's where it's the hospital for the army pensioners. They wear the red tunics, and they won this year's Britain's X Factor. Wonderful, wonderful. And they were walking around the exhibition. It's a massive marquee. Last day today, so if you're in London and you've got a few pounds to spare, go along. We go because my son and his colleague Martin run the Caprice kitchen for the restaurant, the Caprice restaurant, and we go, and the staff treat us like royalty. Oysters at the Scott's Oyster Bar, and a wonderful meal in the main restaurant, and a superb art. I didn't see many watercolours. You don't. It's sort of more antique or very little contemporary art. I think probably goes out to about the 70s. But some Hockneys, there's a very early Hockney, 1957, a Hodgkin from 1957. There was a Sir Joshua Reynolds portrait, self-portrait, that was sold, but they covered up the price. It sold for, probably did a deal. But some wonderful, more modern paintings. And one of my favourites I saw was Camille Pissarro, a painting of East Cliff, which is at Hastings. So we go to Hastings several times a year. We stay with friends in Bexhill. There's a resort about 5 miles west of Hastings, but the old town Hastings is lovely, and we really enjoy ourselves there. And it was a quiet day out, so I have to say, wonderful. It's the 4th year we've been, but we're courtesy of Daphne's, which is one of the restaurants that come under the umbrella of Caprice Holdings. Give them a plug. My son is the head pastry chef of the group, and we're very proud of that. Many of them in the group watch my videos, so thanks guys, you did us proud. Thank you very much. And to Ilona and Valerie, lovely ladies from Europe, waiting, or more than waiting, managing the restaurant. And on Sunday it was very warm in the kitchen, as you can imagine. We've had lovely weather in London for a few days at least, and they did 442 covers on last Sunday. That's a lot. That's without the evening meal. They're working like slaves, the kitchen staff and the waiters, but we do appreciate it. Right, so I'm going to have my little rant. I'm going to just brighten up some of this and darken some with a bit of shadow. So I've got a bit of gel, I haven't got a Bizzy Lizzy colour. They're slightly more violety than I've got, but it doesn't matter. So a bit of blue, and a bit of red. The paints are a bit dry now. Just a bit of glaze, I think. A bit of shadow. And I'll brighten up the other sides. I might have to put some more paint out because this is a little bit dry. That's I'll clean the brush. I'm going to have to change the paint. I'm sorry. We won't change it as much as just add a bit of cad red, a bit of ultramarine, and the white's still open. They just didn't last. The palette itself, the statement palette, is not guaranteed to be airtight or watertight. But being away, I didn't add any water. Maybe I should have done when I came back Monday, but I didn't. Right, okay. The alizarin's quite open. Put some of that there, just get that over there. Just that little bit shadow. And then I can brighten up. Get a bit of that local colour in there. Then I'm going to, I might just make that one a little bit larger, take it up a bit, but I can move this around in the mount so that I don't show so much of that. Shut up, dog. Hey, yappy dogs. Right, alizarin, bit of white, plenty of white, and make that a bit bigger. Bit of shadow there, or light in there. Might even have to make some of these darker, but we'll have a look. A little bit of red in there. Don't know if I'm improving this, but right, now just going to do that shadowy colour. A bit more red in there. As you know, I'm not a flower painter. I'm not. If it was just something to do, just something to fill in time, because I was looking forward to my break. a little bit of impasto. Right, okay, that'll do. Let's put a bit of a tablecloth on the table here. So what I'm going to do, because this bit here, you can't see, the holder, the board holder, it sticks up about an inch and it gets in the way of the fingers. So I'm just going to lift it up a bit. I've got some couple of bits of wood here. That's just. Well, I enjoyed the football last night with the ladies. I wonder how many of our American friends were watching. They're in the final now. It was a good game. Good game. We missed a penalty. We had our chances, but America were the better side on the night, I have to say. Got to be fair. Credit where it's due. Right, let's see if we can just brighten up some of that in there with that shadow. Just a little bit catching the light there. And the dark I used for those greens was, I think, sap green here, sap green, Payne's grey, which is probably, yeah, that's dry now, and some yellow. So we can, I'll put a bit of cad yellow out, I think. Cadmium yellow, graduate, cadmium yellow, cadmium pale, cadmium yellow pale, what pale? Right, let's say you've got a bit of light yellow now, greeny light yellow, bit of white. Just catching just a bit of light through here. I'm stuck with acrylic. I'm really enjoying my painting with acrylic. I'm trying to improve. And there were some great acrylic paintings in the masterpiece exhibition. It's a massive marquee. It's plastic, all covered plastic with aluminium stanchions and sort of, and it has a main aisle with lots of dog legs off with where all the galleries are. The central aisle there's the Ivy Club, my son has dealings with. There's a little bit of light coming through there. Just brighten these little areas up with flicks. I'm actually making this up. I think it's probably all the better for it. It's just a bit of light, just catching up there. There's got a bit of reflected light down there. Don't like that bit of shadow in there, so I'm going to put a bit of lighter ochre in here. There's some lovely paintings by Loiseau. But there's some fantastic jewellery. They had some trays of 1st century BC rings. So, nothing new. How's that? Right, okay, now I'm going to get some more of these brushes. These are graduate brushes. They're very, very good, and they're inexpensive in the range, which is a massive hardware store really. It's everything from barbecues to lighting to art materials, frames. Brilliant. Right, now maybe a bit of darker alizarin. We'll use a bit of blue in it to get these shadows more. Make the shadows a bit warmer. I want some impasto there. Right, I don't think I can improve that anymore, so let's just put in a bit of a slightly red. So I'm doing this as a video. I just wish I had filmed it, but it was. I think it's worth the rework, or just to improve. Put some reflected colours in there. That light there, that's just nice. That just shows the light behind. Maybe we can just put a few brighter bits of red, bits of pinky red. So just brighten some of that up a little bit on this side, because it's on the light side. Put some shadow on there. Okay, well I don't think there's too much more I can do on that one. I'll put it in the mounts and we'll show, then we'll go on to the next one. So I'll sign it. Oh. That's the brush is too large, too small for what I have in mind there. Alright, there we go. Right, okay, put it in the mount. Oh, just to show it, clean the brush. Mount. I'll just lift it up a bit. Right there. Take those off. Okay. Right, let's put the mount on. So I can just keep it like that. So keep it central. There we are. That's it. Repositioned in the mount. Okay, well I hope you like that one. Bizzy Lizzy's, that's the title. They probably don't look like Bizzy Lizzy's, but they're an impression of Bizzy Lizzy's. It's a painting. We'll just get a little bit of that light, just that could do with a bit more resolution, I think. Right, that's it. I'm reasonably satisfied with that. I'll just raise up a bit if I can, a bit higher, so you can see the whole lot. Well, that's the best I can do with that. I can't get the camera any further away. So thanks for looking at that one. Right, now we go on to the other one. This is one of my favourites at the moment. Put that to one side. This one's still in the frame, so I'm going to finish it off in the frame. Because I noticed when I looked at the photograph of it, I noticed that I tried to show a bit of light come through here, but I didn't, it sort of stops there. So I need to feather that out just a little bit and just put a bit of detail on there maybe. So I'll just clean my brush. Just clean my brush, a little fine brush. Alright, okay. So that was a bit of viridian, I think. A bit of white, the cadmium pale. slow those figures down a little bit. This is cadmium yellow hue. Right, so I've got my cad yellow, that's my palette. Cad yellow, cadmium yellow pale, ochre, white, alizarin, cadmium red, ultramarine, burnt sienna. That is probably they're still open, that's alright. That hasn't dried up. The Payne's Grey has, but I don't use any Payne's Grey with this. Oh, I tell you what I did see, it was a Seago, typical Seago, but very impressionist. I hadn't seen one of his to be quite so impressionist. It was lovely. Just added just a little bit of light back in here. Now, that I know that the sun is to the south at midday here, but I've moved it around a bit to here. Some light coming through from that area. I don't really want to get working in the sky. It was just that bit that was bugging me. I just wanted that light to come through, but I didn't want it to stop like in a channel. But so that ochre, that nice light ochre, let's put some of that in. Right, I think I'm just about done with that. Well, I was thinking just flicking up a couple of those these trunks here, so just such a medium. Right, I think that's about right. We've got coming through the picture, warming up, and we've got this nice warm area down here. Plenty of wildflowers, poppies and things. And we've probably just had a few dots of white, pinky white, bits of yellow maybe. Gonna have some buttercups. It's another lovely brush. This one's, I think these are nylon hairs. So it's just nice cad yellow. So it's a little bit bright. Okay, now do my figures. He's sort of got into the murk. I'll put a little white hat on him, I think. There's a nice slight bit of shadow on this here, just so there's just a little bit too obvious. But the trousers, the pale blue trousers. Okay, well they're probably just a little bit weak, but right, that's it, that's the end of the video. That's not doing any more other than uploading this two painting video to the tube, and this one I want to put on Etsy. I think it's got enough in it to watch it. I'm not really sure about that bit there. But I'm going to let it go. Thanks for looking, folks. I'll see you later. Bye bye.